There was a time when you were out of the country and you couldn't come back?
Well, the Obama administration got very threatening, about the Snowden reporting. I don't know if you remember, but when the president of Bolivia, Evo Morales, went to Russia, where Snowden was, but they only went for a state meeting, just like a standard state meeting between heads of sovereign countries, the U.S. just had like an inkling that maybe his presidential plane was picking up Snowden to bring him back to Bolivia, and they downed the plane forcibly. I remember I went to the Russian consulate, I needed a Russian visa, I was going to Russia to see Snowden, and these Russians came out and they were like, look, I know why your government hates Snowden. We wouldn't allow, leaking of our secret information too, but downing the plane of our president, even to the Russians, they were like, I don't understand this.
They're kind of in a glass house there.
Yeah, they were, but I mean, it was really, it's a step too far. And they, James Clapper and some Republican senators and Democratic members of Congress started openly talking about not just prosecuting Snowden, but also the journalists who worked with him, namely myself and Laura. And, we would call up the Justice Department, our lawyers would, and say, is it safe for them to come back? And they would say, we can't guarantee that safety. So Laura was in Germany working on Citizen4, and the rest of the stories, she wouldn't leave Germany, and I couldn't leave Brazil because the U.S. government was being very menacing, and we only came back once the Pulitzers happened. And we figured the U.S. government doesn't want the black eye publicity putting in prison two people who just won the Pulitzers for reporting.